Welcome to Lesson 2 of the Power Query Foundation series. In this lesson we learn how to load data into Power Query using different methods inside Excel. We also learn how Excel receives the cleaned output through load close and load and close and load to. This lesson builds the foundation for folder import, merge, append and automated reporting. Let us start with the meaning of loading data. When you select a source and send it into Power Query, Excel hands control to the Power Query engine. The engine reads the source, applies every transformation and prepares the final output. Loading data is the first step of every cleaning workflow. The first method is from table range. This is the most common beginner method. You select a range of cells and choose from table range. Excel converts the range into a table and sends it into Power Query. Use this method when your data is already structured in rows and columns. The second method is from Excel table. This is the recommended professional method. When your data is already formatted as an Excel table, you can load it directly into Power Query. Excel tables refresh correctly and support dynamic ranges, which makes them ideal for repeatable workflows. The third method is from named range. A named range is useful when you want to load a specific part of a worksheet without converting it into a table. Power Query reads the named range and creates a query based on that defined area. This is helpful for structured workbooks and financial models. The fourth method is from Workbook. This method loads data from another Excel file. You can select sheets, tables or named ranges inside the external workbook. This is useful when you receive data from other teams or departments and want to clean it inside your own workbook. The fifth method is from folder. This method is extremely powerful because it allows you to load many files at once. We will not teach folder import in this lesson, but we show the button so that you know it exists. Folder import is the foundation for automated reporting and will be covered in the next lesson. Now let us look at close and load. This is the default action when you finish your cleaning steps. Close and load sends the cleaned data back into Excel as a new table. Use this when you want the cleaned data visible for pivot tables, charts or reporting. Next we look at close and load to, an essential Power Query feature that gives you full control over where and how your cleaned data goes. By choosing your destination, you can load your data as a standard Excel table for easy viewing and sorting, direct it into a pivot table report for rapid summarizing, or send it straight to the data model to build powerful relational databases using Power Pivot. Furthermore, you can choose to output this information onto a brand new worksheet to keep your workspace organized, place it onto an existing worksheet at a specific cell location for custom dashboard designs, or select Only Create Connection to keep heavy intermediate datasets behind the scenes without cluttering your workbook grid, which are useful for merging Power Query or for connections to other Power Query. Now let us understand refresh. Every time you refresh, Excel sends the source data back into Power Query. Power Query reapplies every transformation and returns the final output. This is why Power Query replaces manual cleaning. The workflow becomes repeatable, consistent and automatic. To recap, we learned how to load data using data range, Excel table, named range, workbook and folder. We learned how close and load works, how close and load to gives full control, and how Only Create Connection supports advanced workflows. We also learned how refresh keeps the report updated. This is lesson 2. Remember to subscribe so that you catch the next lesson immediate when it is ready.